Okay. You've been a part of the T1D Moonshot. I think, have you presented at the Impact Board?
Yes, I have.
You have. Okay. Tell me a little bit about that experience, and have you had any sort of positive response from being in a community of like-minded folks?
Yes, so I did my SWOT analysis at the Impact Board back in December. Got some great feedback. Got some great pushback, which is great because you don't want people to tell you how great you are. You want to get some constructive criticism. And so I learned a lot from that. Actually made a pivot from ultrasound to IR, infrared, based on that conversation.
That's a big pivot.
Huge pivot. And another thing I didn't really mention is that ultrasound is much higher cost, and the user experience is much worse by putting some kind of gel on your abdomen and sticky and messy, and it's just problematic. Yeah, and I also learned, or I made great connections with that. I've also gone forward and I've had great conversations with some of the people on the board. And then they've connected me with other people in the industry, some industry leaders, so some thought leaders, and and then as far as other people that are on the T1D Moonshot, a lot of them are here today, and I've got a chance to meet them in person. They have connected me with all kinds of people. We were actually problem solving for one of the other founders yesterday about his product, and so it's great to feel like you're a part of something. I think as an entrepreneur, a lot of times you feel like you're a band of one, trying to solve all the problems in the world, and I don't feel that way with this group.
I actually saw that moment playing out across the room. You were talking to Ole Nielsen from GoPen. Can you just describe just generally kind of what happened in that moment and why it was special?
It was great because he had pulled out his glasses and he had built a label to go onto his syringes that was very small writing. And I said, why don't you just color code it? And he's like, that's a great idea. We could color code it because then we wouldn't have to be able to read it. And a lot of people are older with diabetes who can't see as well. It was a neat experience. I mean, it seemed like a basic thing to me, but
And that could actually help him move towards FDA. He was actually struggling with a real challenge. Bill, it's been exciting to watch your progress. That shift to infrared is fascinating, and the fact that it came out of a community conversation is so cool, and that you could give that feedback to Ole yesterday is just sort of icing on the cake. So great to see you, and we're going to be watching your progress for the next year.
Great. Thanks, Logan. Appreciate it.